Hi everybody, I hope you're having a good day. I've been thinking about Dr. Seuss today, and I remember Horton Hears a Who. It was a story about an elephant, and he suspected and found this community that was living on a flower or a dust speck, and he wanted to preserve them, and he wanted his world to believe that they were there. And so he got them all collectively to come together and to make some noise. And they were shouting, "We are here, we are here, we are here." And it kept getting louder and louder, but it wasn't enough to burst through so that the other civilization could hear them. Until it was revealed that there was one person who wasn't making a noise because they didn't feel that their voice mattered or that they would contribute enough to tip the scales. And so through a conversation, this person is convinced, I think it was like a young teenagey kind of character. His name might have even been Jojo, if memory serves me. But they finally convinced him to make a noise, and he made a little sound, and it was yup, and it was Y-O-P. And it kind of went like up into the ethers, and it was just enough to take the collective sound and make it loud enough to burst through so that it ultimately saved everyone. Just that tiny little yup. And so if you studied in yoga philosophy, you'll know that we use the word dharma, and dharma would be kind of, in Dr. Seussian language, the little yop that each one of us are contributing. This is a very difficult time. Everyone, I see it all around me, are contributing in the most beautiful ways. People are putting their little yops out into the universe in ways that cheer and inspire and help and serve and love, and it's just such a beautiful thing to be a witness to. Please know that your little yop matters, and that one of the ways we strengthen our ability to offer that little yop into the ethers is to take care of ourselves, to bolster ourselves up. And so this morning's practice is intended to do just that. It's going to include a little bit of breath work, a little bit of movement, and a restorative posture. So one of my teachers has said, if you struggle with back pain, legs up the wall. And if you break up with your partner, legs up the wall. And so what it feels right today for me in the middle of a global pandemic and self-isolation is legs up the wall. And so let's restore together. Let's just take a little bit of time to be quiet, to be still, and to practice self-care so that we in turn can create a little bit more of a yap from ourselves and our own places. Okay? So come to a comfortable, easy sitting position. And friends, just start to connect with your breath. Notice it. Start to deepen it. And maybe even, if it feels helpful, lengthen your exhalation. If you inhale to a count of 3, exhale to a count of 5. Inhale, 2, 3, and then exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, inhale, 2, 3, and then exhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Slow, deep breath, maybe a longer exhalation. Good practices throughout the day. Take your right foot in your hands and just start to use your thumbs and give yourself a nice massage in the arch of your feet. You can work the tissue very lightly, and you can work with your thumbs very deeply. And then take each of your toes and give it a tug and give it a twist. Taking your foot in your hand, how about if you flex and extend your toes a couple of times? And then we'll take our thumbs right on the underside of the calf and just give your calf some nice massage. You might notice a tender point, and if that's the case, just stay with it. Give it a little love. Good. Let's do the other foot. Bring the left foot forward, use your thumbs, and just start to knead the tissue in the arch of your foot. And give each of your toes a tug and a twist. And flex and extend your toes. Use your thumbs. Work the underside. Give yourself, oh, there's a tender spot. Just stay right there. Maybe in a circular way. Just knead the tissue. Great. Extend your legs and just notice how that feels. Maybe give your shins a little bit of a massage, maybe a circular massage around the knees, and then a little bit of love on the thigh joints, and maybe even a little circular massage around your hips and also your low back. Good. We'll place the hands behind us, bend your knees, and just take a few moments to just simply windshield wipe your knees from side to side. Great. If you regularly practice inversions, if legs up the wall is in your practice, you can head right over. If you have low back concerns or if your hamstrings are really tight, you can put your shins or your calves right on a chair, or even just put your legs up on a couple of pillows. I'm going to leave us in this restorative inversion for just 5 minutes. If you choose to stay there at the end, feel free to do so. And otherwise, just know that I'm going to mind the time and I'll pull us out after 5 minutes. So go get comfortable and just allow yourself to rest for 5 minutes. Let go of all of the unnecessary tension and just be here, breathe here. If your mind wanders, you can repeat a prayer to yourself or a mantra. Come back to your breath and rest. If your mind has wandered, once again, come back to your breath. Release any unnecessary tension. Just allow yourself to be here. Friends, you can stay right where you are if it feels helpful, or you can just simply draw your knees to your chest. Take your time here. Maybe circle them around a bit. Roll to a side of preference. And press yourself up. Come up very, very slowly. And make your way back to sitting position where we began. And so just take a moment and notice how you feel. Ooh. And I want to show you something. There's a woman in our community, and it is her little yop in our community to create these beautiful, I don't know if you can see it, rocks. They're painted. And every day as I make sense of this situation, as I make sense of my work and how I'm being called here, I keep an eye on this little painted rock, and it bolsters me and it allows me to offer my dharma, to create my own little yop in my own little way, and maybe even strengthen that voice a little bit. Keep going, my friends. We're all doing a great job. Stay informed, but be careful about too much information, and we will be practicing right along with you every single day. Much love to you all.